I'm here with Elizabeth Moline, and she is the second athlete here that is doing her pro debut. So welcome.
Thank you.
When did you turn pro?
At North Americans last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you start out, I know you have a background in CrossFit, several sports, so talk about your background, how you got to bodybuilding.
Yeah. Okay, so I grew up playing hockey.
Okay, we just had another hockey player.
Yeah.
Canada, yeah.
I played for 12 years. And
Okay.
then when I was done with that, when I graduated, I needed something, so I started running and did a few half marathons. And I had a friend that was like, you should try CrossFit. I think you'd really like it. And I went to one class and drank the Kool-Aid super hard. And I got super into CrossFit. Decided I liked the lifting portion of CrossFit way more than the WODs. So then I went into Olympic weightlifting.
Okay.
I injured my knee and I couldn't train.
What did you do to it?
I had a partial tear in
Okay.
my patellar tendon.
Same, I just had surgery on in April.
Oh, it's not fun. It is
It's not fun when you love squatting. So.
No, yeah, exactly. When you're squatting every single day,
Yeah.
that kind of puts a damper on your training. And my physical therapist was like, just do something different. You can still exercise, just do something different. And at the time, the gym that I was going to, one of my friends was like, try this bodybuilding program. So we started this John Meadows mountain dog programming, right? Classic, so good. And I fell in love with it.
Which one did you do first?
Oh,
Do you know?
my gosh.
28 days later, there's do you know how many days a week it was?
I want to say 5.
Okay. There's a couple. Yeah, message me when you remember.
Yeah.
I was close to John
It's
Meadows,
been a
so that's,
minute.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So you started that, and then your knee was able to handle the volume.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was just a different style of training. And I did, slow eccentrics and did my rehab exercises, and eventually over time it got better. So, yeah.
And then, so when you were doing CrossFit, were you one of those, did you have amazing delts?
Oh,
was it
thank
just
you.
was that your natural body part?
No.
No, it wasn't?
No. If you look back to my CrossFit days, I have 0 shoulders. I wanted shoulders so badly. My shoulders did not start growing until I did lateral raises. And
4 times a week?
Yeah, isolated specific shoulder exercises. And actually, shoulders and arms were my focus this off season.
Well,
so.
it definitely paid off.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
So tell us a little more about who you are outside of bodybuilding. I understand being an athlete's part of your identity, but I don't know you too well, so.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm a physical therapist assistant.
Okay.
So that's my full-time day job. I'm also a personal trainer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do for my career. And outside of that, I have my gym community. I love my gym community.
What gym?
I go to Los Campeones.
Okay.
In Minneapolis.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard about that actually.
Yeah,
there's different athletes there too. Isn't there powerlifters as well?
Yeah. So that's actually where I was doing my Olympic weightlifting.
Okay.
And I had my friend that talked me into the bodybuilding workout. So yeah, it's Olympic lifting, powerlifting, bodybuilding. Yeah, it's they have opened up a few more locations in the Minneapolis metro area, and it is by far the best gym in the Midwest.
Yeah, I have a client that actually went there. I coached more strongman, so I think she had
nice.
sandbags and stuff there.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask, so weightlifting. So when I was doing strongman, I dabbled with weightlifting a little bit to try and improve my overhead press for jerk. I feel like that is the most patient sport there is. And what does it transfer over to posing? Because it's
absolutely.
All right, talk about that.
When I coach posing, or when I'm teaching my clients how to pose, I'm like, think about how you hold a barbell in the front rack position and what your lats feel like when you're pressing up against the weight, and then just drop your hands. And that's your lat spread. I feel like it transitions so much.
That is a good cue. Because go figure, I wasn't very good at weightlifting. And posing's been probably the hardest aspect for me to be patient with it, but that is a really good cue. I love that. Do you teach posing as well?
I do.
Okay.
Yep. So the clients that I coach, I have lifestyle clients, and I also coach athletes.
Okay.
I have some competitors. I have some first-time competitors that haven't competed yet, and I get to work with them for an off season, and then we're going to do a show. So I have a wide variety of clients.
So you're at the PT clinic a couple days a week, and then do you do both in-person and online training?
I do.
What's your coaching business?
I'm with Avelli Fitness.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm one of the coaches with Avelli Fitness. So that's my friend Sandra that I met at Lowe's, started this business, and I teamed up with her. So we have a few coaches on the team, and we coach at the gym in Minneapolis.
Okay.
So I coach in-person clients, and then I also offer online services.
What do you enjoy better, online or in person?
I love both.
Okay.
The physical therapist in me I love movement. I love helping people move really well. Because it's like the primary foundation movements, your squat, your press, your deadlift, your hip hinge, like that transition to your strength training, to every single movement that I see people struggle with like I work in a geriatric setting.
Okay. So.
And it's like, I see people that have a hard time standing up from their chair. I'm like, man, if you would have squatted, if you would have done some squats when you were younger. And so it's like, coaching people, yeah, you want to look good. Yeah, there's the aesthetic portion of it, but like I want to make sure I can go upstairs when I'm 70 years old.
Yes.
And I want to make sure that I'm still able to go for a hike and can like be functional and independent, and it's like
absolutely
those primary movement patterns. So I really like in-person training, but I also love helping people create healthy lifestyles, right? Like I have some clients that we're starting from square one, right? And it's awesome to be able to connect with them online on a weekly basis. And it's like teaching consistency with like tracking protein, something simple, starting small, and then continuing to grow from there is so rewarding.
I agree. So when I transitioned to online training, I was a little worried at first about working with a regular lifestyle client. And I was like, okay, so an athlete is going to stress and small little details about maybe adding 5 pounds to their lift or bringing a better physique, where a lifestyle person, you are literally changing their life by helping them wake up in the morning and get sunlight and do steps, just the very, very basics. And it's so, 360 when you see their entire life change.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, they start feeling better. It's not just aesthetically, like they have more energy and they're excited about this new lifestyle that's making them feel so good. And it's like, that's so rewarding.
It is. So why did you pick the Steve Carr as the pro debut?
I went to New York Pro.
Okay.
My coach, Brandon Ray, is in New York, and I went there with my friend Anastasia. We went to watch and train with Brandon, and we ran into Jared Feather.
Yep, the RP.
Yes,
Yep.
And
one of our sponsors, big sponsor here. RP Strength.
Yep. So he mentioned this show, and so it was in the back of my mind. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna put a pin in that.
That was April, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I was like, I'm gonna put a pin in that or it was May.
Okay.
Yeah, it was May. I didn't tell my coach about it. I was just kind of like brainstorming pro debuts, brainstorming shows, because I knew I wanted a year off season, but I was kind of itching to start prep. And when the show was announced, my coach called me and he was like, hey, do you want to do this?
That aligned well.
Like, all right,
it's
let's
already
go.
in the back of your head.
Yeah.
So for tomorrow, is there any specific mantra you tell yourself before going on stage? Talk to us about that. I love getting inside pro athletes' heads.
Honestly, I know that God is with me through this whole process, and I can't fail. I'm not going to fail, no matter what happens. That's the thought that I have in my mind when I'm so grateful to be able to be here and to be able-bodied and to do this sport that I love. So I'm just full of gratitude, and that's what's going through my mind when I'm stepping on stage is I'm gonna own every second of this because I am so grateful to be here.
And that's what's amazing about women's pro bodybuilding. It's we know everyone has respect for every division, but as a women's bodybuilder, to put that much tissue on, the patience, the determination, so at the pro level, there's a different commodity. So I'm excited. You can't fail tomorrow. I'm so excited. How many more meals do you have left for today?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right. Well, I will let you go.
I have been FaceTiming my coach, and he tells me the next steps. It's great.
Well, I'll let you go carb up.
Thank
and it
you.
was so nice to meet you. I can't wait to see you on stage tomorrow.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Thank you.
Oh, well, actually, last question. Where can we find you on social media? In your coaching business?
Yes, Elizabeth.moline.33.
Okay. We'll make sure you tag it.
And Avelli Fitness.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Elizabeth.
Thank you.